In this video, we will explore an intriguing question that often arises. When we can't stop thinking about someone, are they thinking about us too? Throughout this presentation, we'll unravel the reasons behind this phenomenon and suggest actions you might consider, especially if your feelings are romantic. Stay until the end, as I will share an effective technique to energetically block those thoughts and attract that person towards you. We've all experienced this at some point. Regardless of our daily activities, whether working or studying, someone occupies our thoughts constantly. This persistent thought can become annoying, and despite our efforts to redirect our energy and focus on other things, the image of that person appears surprisingly and unexpectedly. A common question is whether that person is also thinking of us, or if we are the only ones feeling this connection. Energy operates on a level where everything is interconnected. Einstein described this phenomenon as quantum entanglement. This energetic bond suggests that elements separated by vast distances can still influence and connect in unusual ways. This happens because the source of energy is not bound by time or space. It is purely energetic. So, even if you're on one side of the planet, someone can be in your thoughts constantly. This person could be a friend, a colleague, or someone you love. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. The explanation in this video applies to any situation where someone is always on your mind. Clearly, the situation becomes more complex and painful in the context of a romantic relationship, especially if it's someone you are no longer with or someone you want to be with but can't. When a person persistently occupies your thoughts, it becomes difficult to enjoy the day and carry out your desired activities without feeling disturbed. Initially, it might be pleasant to think about that person, but when the obsession grows, those thoughts become annoying. This obsession can generate feelings of guilt, confusion, and incapability, leading you to wonder if that person might also be thinking about you. Let's take a moment and reflect. What part of you is asking this question? Could that person also be thinking of me? This doubt arises from your mind. It's the place that constantly questions if he or she thinks of you or if it's just you thinking of that person. However, your heart never feels lonely. It already knows the answer and feels that vibrational connection. If you direct your attention to your heart, you will understand why that person constantly occupies your thoughts. The only person who can understand why someone is always on your mind is you. You could travel the world looking for answers on the internet, in books, or consulting psychology experts. But the real answer is only found by looking within yourself. Every situation is unique, and if you wonder if that person also thinks of you, the answer is yes. In some way, you are also in their thoughts, though not with the same intensity. The reason varies from case to case, and to discover it, you need to introspect and consult your own heart. If you change your focus and channel your energy towards your heart, you will stop worrying so much about whether that person also constantly thinks of you. You will feel that connection in a more serene and natural way. You can go beyond simply thinking about that person and take a decisive step towards establishing a dialogue. Although you cannot call them directly or find them physically, you can have that conversation internally. Since they are constantly in your mind and their energy is intertwined with yours on a deep level, the depth of this connection varies in each situation. However, if you feel connected, it is possible that you can establish a distant communication with that person through telepathy. Imagine closing your eyes, talking to them, expressing your wishes and questions, and then in the silence, listening to the answers. You can have a real conversation with that person in an unconventional way. It's natural to wonder if having this internal conversation, the other person can hear your questions or your voice on a conscious level. Of course not. It won't seem like they are hearing voices from another world, but on a vibrational level, it is possible that they somehow perceive this communication. What you discuss internally with that person can often manifest eventually on the physical plane. It first occurs on an energetic level and then is reflected in the physical. We often question whether the other person is also thinking about us. What should we do? Or if we are the only ones interested? These questions can lead us to vibrate at a low frequency, which is counterproductive, especially if we want something more romantic with that person. This is because you feel overwhelmed by the other person's energy and believe you can't do anything about it. It is crucial to recognize and understand your feelings. If you constantly think about someone, it is likely that person is also influencing this dynamic. However, you have the power to control your reactions, your thoughts, and the actions you decide to take in this situation. First, approach the situation from an energetic standpoint. Do not react impulsively by thinking, "Stop thinking about me, you're driving me crazy, I can't concentrate." Instead, learn to manage your energy. Remember that we are all interconnected. There is a phenomenon known as quantum entanglement, or spooky action at a distance, as Einstein described it. This has a direct impact not only on your thoughts, but also on your emotions. Often we not only constantly think about another person, but can also feel their emotions as if they were our own, which can lead to confusion. So the question is, how can you discern if someone else's thoughts are influencing how you feel? When you are truly connected with someone, it is possible to feel that person's emotions, and you may believe they are yours, but in reality, they may be theirs. What should you do about it? It is crucial to elevate your vibrational frequency. Remember that the more those constant thoughts about someone bother you, the worse you will feel and the lower your vibration will be. If you want to have a romantic relationship with that person or resume a previous relationship, maintaining a low vibration will not help you achieve what you want. Therefore, it is important to increase your vibrational frequency. If you focus your energy on the center of your heart, stay strong in your own energy, and affirm who you are, you will know you have achieved it if you feel genuine happiness flowing throughout your body. If you do not experience this happiness, it means you have not fully focused your attention there. Keep trying until you feel that happiness, blocking the feelings that person might be sending you telepathically. When you feel this happiness, that person's energy will no longer be oppressive to you. Before moving on to the final step, which is the technique to influence someone's mind, let's recap some key points to consider. If you constantly think about someone obsessively, it is very likely that person is also thinking of you. Sometimes you may experience mood swings like joy or sadness for no apparent reason. This happens because that person's thoughts and emotions are influencing you, lowering your vibration. To manage this situation and have an effect on that person's mind from a distance, it is essential to have an internal conversation to calm yourself and restore your emotional balance. Another strategy to master the situation is to focus on your emotions until you reach a state of happiness. This will increase your vibration and help block any negative influences that may affect your well-being. It is essential to take control of the situation and not allow that person to influence you. Here is a quick technique you can apply when you feel that someone is obsessing over you and affecting your daily life. This technique does not seek to push the person away or forget them, but to control the situation and make that person act as you wish. Every time you feel that this person invades your thoughts and makes it difficult to concentrate, close your eyes and breathe deeply. Visualize that you are looking at your hands and imagine a blue light emanating from them. This light slowly envelops your fingers, palms, and wrists. Then pass your energized hands over your head, covering it with this blue light as if it were a protective shield, and continue placing your hands on your chest, near your heart, creating a vibrational shield. Conclude by mentally affirming, "I am in control. I am the one in charge." Although you may continue to think about that person, you will feel that they no longer have the same power over you. This process will close your energy to constant thoughts. And the most surprising thing is that this person will feel driven to contact you. If they previously only thought about you and made you think about them, now they will come closer to express what they really want. If you want to learn more about social relationships, subscribe to our channel, activate notifications, and share this video to help more people. And before you go, here's something extraordinary I want to share with you. NASA scientists have developed a revolutionary 7-minute audio called GeniusWave that helps unlock your brain's full potential. Imagine attracting success and happiness effortlessly. To discover how you can transform your life too, click the link in the description below. Don't miss out on this opportunity.